Hi, and welcome to A Place to Call Home. It's our weekly series where we talk about everything. My name is Portia Evans, live with me in studio today. From Truth Is Ministries, please help me welcome Pastor Easton Shelvin and Bishop Richard Frank from Harvest Time Christian Fellowship Church. Thank you for coming on the show today. We are here to talk about a live experience with gospel great Paul Porter. Now, Pastor Shelvin, you contacted me, said, Portia, we're getting ready to do Paul Porter.
That's right.
Why Paul Porter?
Paul Porter is one of the greatest in the industry right now. He has such an anointing on his life, his testimony, and his song "You That I Trust" has been highly requested.
Along with Rance Allen.
Has been highly requested, and it's time to get him back to the area.
And you've had him here before?
Yes, ma'am. We've had him here for an Easter event before, and also for our annual toy drive.
Okay.
Yeah. Matter of fact, he renamed it to Toys for Tots.
Okay.
So he sings, get out with the kids. Very, very down to earth young man. Very down to earth young man.
And Bishop, you are going to be performing on this show as well. Now tell me when this move of God is going to be.
It's going to be on April the 2nd.
That's right before Easter.
The day before Easter, and we're going to be a part of that and to make that a live experience and see what we can accomplish if we can run the devil completely out of the city.
Oh, that is going to be a wonderful move of God. It's going on at the Delta Grand in Opelousas. It's being hosted by Pastor Shelvin and Nora Jack, and we are excited about Paul Porter coming this way because we play a lot of his music, especially when he was with the Canton Spirituals, and we play a lot of that. And you know, we try in our radio ministry just to take people to church. Yeah. So we are glad to have both you men of God here. There are going to be some other special guests live there that night in Opelousas. So Opelousas, we are coming. We want to invite the entire area to come out and to be with us that night with Paul Porter. Tell us some of the other people who are going to be there.
Well, we are fortunate to have with us today none other than the Bishop Richard Frank, who's going to, as everyone knows, going to tear the house down, let God use him mightily. We have a group of young men who've been on the stage with Bishop Frank numerous times before. Junior Disciple, I believe they have a great chemistry together. Also, we have a young man that's from the Lafayette area, Forgiven. He'll be there. And then we have Trinity. He's coming from Houston, Texas. Destined to Shine Production. He's a producer, promoter, and he's bringing Houston to Opelousas.
All right. So we're getting ready to move just in time for the resurrection.
That's right.
And it's going to be a great, great move of God with gospel great Paul Porter. Where's Paul Porter from?
Paul Porter is actually originally from Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
He's now in the Georgia area, way of Tennessee as well, recording back and forth, nationally known. And just a little bit about him, he's in studio now. He's just released a CD entitled Free.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be singing that song on April 2nd, as well as many others, but he's from the Mississippi area.
All right, and I pulled up some of his old stuff the other day, and I love him to sing Peace Be Still.
Yeah.
I love his rendition.
That's memory now.
Of Peace Be Still.
Yes.
And he preaches a little bit in that song as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to just expect a great move of God. We're getting ready for the resurrection. And, you know, a lot of people, they don't bring this kind of entertainment, the old greats back anymore. Right. You know, there are a lot of contemporary artists, but I remember, I'm just the kind of person just who remembers where I grew up. and I know how I grew up
Right.
in the Lord, and that's what we love. And we are finding that people love it too.
Yeah.
So we just want to give God praise and give God glory for what you are doing. Tell me about a live experience. What?
A live experience, Ms. Push. You being on radio as well as I am, we get a chance to play the requests of the people, and when they request a certain artist over and over, you kind of wonder, would you love to be in their presence? And people was like excited. Can we have Paul Porter again? And so we were looking through it. It's funny. We were looking through it and say, how can we entitle this? What can we? And a live experience, God laid that on our heart. Experiencing the Spirit of God with, once again, Bishop Frank. We know. Everyone that knows him know he's no short of letting God use him. And if you have never encountered the presence of God, this man knows how to usher the presence of God in. And along, as you say, the Paul Porter old school gospel, pull on heaven until heaven hear you.
Oh yeah.
And we want to bring to my generation a live experience of the Holy Spirit.
Now, I want you to tell me about Harvest Time, your church, where it is, and invite people there.
Well, Harvest Time, we're located in Ville Platte. That's a big city, and I got to be careful.
All right.
We got 5 lights. We're all right. Harvest Time is in the city of Ville Platte, 310 Freddie Dunn Street, every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. My wife and I, and in the ministry, Pastor Glenda Frank, we just, we allowing God to do what He want in the city, and it's a great move. Everybody want to brag on that church, and that's okay. But I believe that God has given us an assignment. We're on an assignment of trying to bring people that are lost, and even those that are in need to be revived. So we're trying to capture and do the ministry outside of the ministry, and to build Ville Platte all over again. Help other pastors do the same as well.
All right, and tell me about Truth Is.
The Truth Is Ministry, 619 West Vine Street in the city of Opelousas. We are a young, fast-growing ministry. Just as Bishop Frank, we're real good friends. Our heart is towards the people that other people don't want.
Right.
Converting them into somebody that everybody be after. And we allow God to use us to love on people that seem like nobody love me no more.
Oh yeah.
And we minister God through action more than a word. And we minister God through action by doing events like this, by giving back to the homeless, by hosting free eateries and going visit people. The Truth Is Ministry, honestly, it's the place to be. Listen to that. That's the place to be.
And if you're just joining us, we are here with Pastor Shelvin, Bishop Richard Frank. We're talking about the big move of God that is coming April the 2nd. It's going to be April the 2nd at the Delta Grand in Opelousas, and we are welcoming Paul Porter to that event, and being hosted by Pastor Shelvin and Miss Nora Jack. Tell me who Nora Jack is.
Wow, where you start, right? Nora Jack is a well-known praise leader, a hype woman in the area of St. Landry. Everywhere she goes, she's known to setting an atmosphere. Miss Bush, honestly, looking at this card, you can't explain how powerful this event would be.
Now, how can people get tickets?
People can get tickets by contacting me, Pastor Shelvin, at 337-331-5226, or Bishop Frank. He's going to give you his number in a few, or even you, Miss Portia.
All right.
My number is 351-8712. Don't call me collect. I can't pay all y'all bill. And if you call too fast, I'm gonna give you some tickets, free tickets.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm picking.
All right. And We have some other people that's going to be on that show as well, the Junior Disciples.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that group.
Junior Disciples is a young group. You want to take?
Let me shoot it. You know, these young guys here, they're grooming, and they're coming out of Big Cane, Louisiana, and they have a lot to offer because they are reaching that younger generation.
Is that the Alexandria area?
More in the Bunkie type
Oh, yeah,
area.
yeah.
Back there.
I knew it was somewhere back there.
Way in the back there.
Yeah.
I hope they ain't watching this. But they're awesome. They're awesome. They're awesome young men. Great lead singer. It's a father and son and family friends. You know that singing good songs, great hits, man. What's that song they say about the field? Go to the country.
We need to go back.
We need to go back.
Okay.
Yeah, and the little lead singer Javier, that he's all right. He's a nice little kid. So it's gonna be a great chemistry. You know, we coming in and being a part on that card with them, and I'm just old school. I'm just old school. When Pastor Shelvin,
Take me to church.
I'm going there. When Pastor Shelvin asked me, let me take this back. Pastor Shelvin and I are, and I hope I'm not going too far out of the way. We've been connected for a long time. He doesn't call me to book me. He calls me to tell me that I'm booked.
Oh, okay.
And I ask him, is my check mailed or is it?
Is it my
I need to
check?
pick up?
Yeah.
You understand? So then all that changed after.
Yeah.
But on the real, my family, I have my daughter and my son, my sister, and my nephew that sings with me.
Don't you have a brother?
My brother used to play guitar.
Yeah.
He done got grown. Now he bad now. You know,
Oh,
he
okay.
just think he's not watching this, so it's
Oh.
okay. So, but I miss him. But I believe God, and he's saved. He just take care of my mom and my dad. No, my mom and my dad has been down for years, you know. And mama had 2 strokes. Daddy had an amputated leg, and but they still alive. My motivation is my mom and my dad. And somebody asked me, what is the style of singing you have? Where you get it from? I said, it's birthed out of my dad. Mm-hmm. My dad was doing this for a long time.
Really?
For 40 years to be exact. And when God, and singing with him, and my kids came along. I helped out other groups, but when my family came and got attached and got hooked with us, my daughter Raven is my sound tech, and my daughter Rosalind is my drummer. My son Cardell is my bottom singer. You know, it's something when I look behind me and see I got my family, my kids. My wife collects all my money. Don't give it back at the end of the show. So I'm hoping Pastor Shelby will pay me before.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But it's an awesome experience, and I'm excited about it because, see, even now, just talking to this and being around yourself, legend that you are in your own way, because you've been doing this for a long time, and trying to let people see that this ain't about a show.
That's right.
This ain't about trying to outdo nobody, because this man of God wouldn't even have called me.
It's about the resurrection.
If we can resurrect the Lord on that night, he's already resurrected. But if we can just help somebody come up from that problem or that situation, and a song be sang and the Lord do what he wants to do, then this live experience will be an experience, and it won't be in vain.
And it's going to be an unforgettable experience.
Yeah,
I can
unforgettable.
feel that already.
Unforgettable.
Paul Porter, ladies and gentlemen, April 2nd at the Delta Grand in Opelousas, Louisiana. I know I'm talking to somebody today, because there are some people out there who remember or who know already who we talking about. 331-5226. Now, Bishop, give them your number.
351-8712.
Okay, and you can contact me at the radio station. Y'all know where I'm at, but we'll let you know where you can get tickets. Now, the doors will open at 6 that night. The concert will begin at 6:30. Sharply. We're going to be on time that night.
Right.
And it's going to be Paul Porter, and along with Bishop Frank, the Junior Disciples. Trinity. Tell me a little bit about Trinity.
Trinity is a young man in the ministry of God. He's doing awesome work in Houston, Texas. He does all kind of Christian functions, marriage retreats, youth retreats. Trinity and I hooked up through a youth event that I was doing in the city of Opelousas, and he heard about Pastor Shelvin, and we end up meeting up, and we've been connected. Everything Trinity have put his hands to do, God have blessed it to prosper. And when he heard of this, matter of fact, I hit him up. I called him. I say, Trinity, listen, I got a group that I'm doing together for the live event. I'm gonna send you the pictures. You put the production together, do the flyers, do all of everything I need you to make it where it go. He sent this back and said, let's do it. I put my name on it. I want to be part of it.
All right.
That's how he ended up being on it.
And Forgiven as well?
Forgiven, here from Lafayette. Larry Moore, lead singer, he and I met. One of my basketball players, I'm a coach in the city of Opelousas, got shot. And we miss him. And at his funeral, I spoke, and Larry was singing. And immediately after the funeral, Larry came up to me and said, I want to connect with you. And this is going to be our first time working together, and that's been about a year or two now. And I'm excited to see what Larry has to present.
All right. There's a lot of things going on across the country. To both of you men of God, I just want your thoughts on that. We don't have much time left. You know, people are struggling. You know, people are needing to heal in so many areas. You know, these young men, you know, people protesting all over the country about one thing or another. You know, it's like, I don't know. But I do know the church plays an important role in all of this stuff.
That's right.
All of this stuff.
That's right.
So I gotta just ask you your thoughts right quick about.
Tell you what, can I speak, and then I'll let Bishop close out with a song.
Oh yeah. You got to sing something.
Yeah.
Where the check at?
Yeah.
We got you.
We got you. Yeah. We're gonna pass the collection plate.
That's right. We got you, man.
Yeah.
You just get ready. You
Yeah.
don't know. All right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, y'all are bad.
Actually, right now, our young men are facing such a trying time because, one, we're being stereotyped for all sorts of things. We can't even define ourselves because somebody before us have made that road bad, and people see us. As soon as they see us, they already categorize us as a failure. And today, men need to know, young men, you need to know that they are worth more than their appearance, which their appearance do play a big role on what's on the inner part of them. Last week, we took the young people in. We talked about Joseph, the coat of Joseph, his coat of favor, how Joseph lost both of his coats of favor, and Joseph still kept his integrity. Even though that he had lost, his family turned against him. His own blood brothers put him out to be killed or destroyed, but they set him up in a place where he found favor. So his coat of favor wasn't there, but the favor of integrity of what God blessed him with was still there. He found favor with the king. He found so much favor with the king that the king's wife fell in love with him. She wanted him. So much integrity to who he was under that Joseph wouldn't even fall down to that. And she called rape, and Joseph still stood on ground. Was thrown into prison. Even in prison, Joseph found favor because he became a trustee, and in a perilous time, he still preached. He preached, and he interpreted dreams, and while interpreting dreams, he was forgotten about again.
Something about the favor.
Something about the favor of God.
Of God.
And so, then look what happened. Years later, the person who dreamed he interpreted, the cupbearer, says, "Hey, King, I remember somebody. He's way in the prison." Remember Joseph. Joseph's name come back to favor. The king puts him as governor. The dream he first interpreted to his brothers that they would bow down. The dream came back to pass where the brothers did bow down to favor. Well, Sheldon, what that got to do with what's going on right now? We're going through an adverse time, a perilous time where our young men seem like we can't find no hope. But if we would keep our integrity, everything that God said is for us, is for us. There's so many young men right now that is feel like there is no hope. But I want to tell you, young man, that if you keep God first in your life, man, if you keep your integrity, if you be obedient to your parents, be obedient, yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, pull your pants up, groom yourself, carry yourself with some dignity. God have a place for you that nobody in this world can take you from. Can't nobody defray you because it's yours, and what God has for you is for you. Series says, ask, seek, and knock. If you ask, God said you shall receive. Get off your butt. Seek that job. Seek that education. God said if you seek it, you shall find it. Well, Pastor, I got all that. What's the next thing to do? He said, knock. Get to the door of opportunity. Ask God to lead me not into temptation. Follow his leadership. And when he leads you to the right door, knock at that door. I promise you, what you need that God has for you is right on the other side of that door. But make sure you're at the right door. Don't give up. Never give up. Believe in yourself. God got great things for you.
Wow.
Take me to church.
One of the songs of my CD that I might be singing on that night says, Jesus alone
Sing, Bishop.
will answer your call when trouble rise in your life. Whenever you're in doubt, woo-hoo, I felt that. God will
All right, Bishop. Dog.
bring you out. Oh, Jesus, Jesus alone.
Jesus alone.
Jesus alone.
That's the only one can do it. That's the only
Amen
one.
and amen and
That's
amen.
just- y'all just put me
A live experience, ladies and gentlemen, with gospel great Paul Porter. It's going to be April the 2nd at 6:30 p.m. at the Delta Grand
Yeah.
in Oppaloosa. How do you get to the Delta Grand? Where is that located?
Delta Grand is located, I hate to use this, right on side of the sheriff department in Oppaloosa, on Market Street. If you're coming from Lafayette, if you're coming north of I-49, south of I-49, if you're coming east of 190, follow 190 west straight through Oppaloosa. If you're coming off of the I-49 south or north, take the Oppaloosa exit, come down west on 190. You're going to go about 4 red lights to Market Street. You will not miss it. The cars will be loaded. Delta Grand will be right on the spot.
Get there early, get you a good parking
Please do.
spot, and get your tickets early, because we want Paul Porter to know that we are here and that we are going to give God some praise that night. Thank you, gentlemen, both, for coming on the show today. Thank you so very much. And we're going to look, what's the next live experience? Have we thought about it yet? What?
I tell you what, we're working on Bishop releasing a CD.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are.
Yeah, we're working on something real good. We're working on some more stuff coming in the area.
All right.
real soon.
All
Oh, yeah,
right.
Miss Portia's going to be there. She didn't say that.
Oh,
so
I'm going to be there. I sure will.
Is going to be there. So,
Awesome.
Thank y'all so much for coming on the show, and we'll be back again next time with something else. In the meantime, you be blessed and bye.